and it's safe. Actually, it's a lot safer than fiat currency, and I'll explain to you why it's safer. So on this blockchain where crypto was created, Bitcoin was one of the first cryptos that was created on the blockchain, and this was back in 2009 or 10, right? So the blockchain basically holds data, and the easiest way to explain the blockchain, just let's think of this as an actual chain, like a chain link, right?
Okay.
Right, and even better, you understand how all the chains are kind of interlinked with each other, right?
Right.
And that which kind of holds the thing together. That's one way of looking at it. Even better way of looking at it, and this is the example that I use when I'm talking to students or talking to anybody else about it. Right here, I have. I'm going to show you. I have a notepad here, a little notebook, right,
Okay.
in my hand. For the people listening, I know you can't see it, but I'm holding a notebook in my hand. And when you're writing on this notebook and you fill that paper up, that front side of that paper, you flip it over and you got some room on the back so you can fill up the back side of that paper also. Now,
Right.
when the front and the back side of that paper is full, you go to the next page, correct?
Right.
Pretty easy to understand that. So
Okay.
with blockchain, the blockchain, like I was saying, holds data, and this transactions being just one of the few things that can be used on the blockchain. So we're just talking about transactions. So when a when a block on the blockchain gets filled, they have a new block is created.
Okay.
Okay. Now everything from that previous block is copied and brought over to the next block, to the next chain link. All right.
Okay.
And once that block gets full, another block is created, and so on and so forth. And there's copies of all the previous uh, block blocks prior in the new block every time one is created. So
Okay.
this makes it really, really hard to hack or to change anything in those previous blocks. Now, let me explain why. Also, that's a little bit safer. So when we talk about uh, just normal banks, most of the banks and stuff that we use today are all centralized, right? Again, there's one entity, the Fed, the banks, they all communicate with each other, right? When
Right.
you start talking about digital currency, and there are some centralized digital currencies, but more on that later. Most of the digital currencies are what's called decentralized, meaning they don't have one entity. And how that works, essentially, uh, is there's a node or network of computers all over the world. Just use Bitcoin for example. There's millions of nodes and servers all over the world, that for Bitcoin in particular, and basically for you to try to change something on the blockchain, not only would you have to change it on one node, you would have to change it on every single node all over the world at the same time,
Oh
which is
wow.
almost
Impossible.
impossible to do. So
Okay.
that's what makes the blockchain itself really safe, because it's you know it's really hard to hack. Think of it as multiple servers or nodes all over the world, and they're all communicating at the same time, and they're all doing what's called validation for any transactions that we do. So if I send you Bitcoin, Corey, from my wallet to your wallet, that transaction is automatically uploaded on the blockchain. Everybody can see it. The only thing they can't see on the blockchain is who does this wallet belong to,
Right.
right? So you can see all of the transactions. It's all transparent. It's all there. So you can follow money going from one wallet to another wallet to another wallet. You can keep
Okay.
following it. You'll never know whose wallet. So the blockchain does bring in a little bit of uh, it's
Security.
more security. It's more secure and anonymous, more so than if you were trying to, trace a dollar bill. That dollar bill can be traced directly straight to your bank account. All they need is a serial number, to be honest, right?
Right.
So the blockchain is a little bit more secure, which is why digital currency or Bitcoin was chosen to be built on that specific platform. All right.
Okay.
Um, the great thing about digital currency is whenever you're creating a account, say you're just getting started, and you create a wallet first to be able to send and receive any type of cryptocurrency. So you create your wallet. When you create that wallet, during that process, uh, there is a lot of cryptography and a lot of other things going on, and you ended up getting sent a what's called keys. Basically, it could be words. It could be 12 words or some other things, but you get a certain set of keys when you're creating that wallet that nobody has access to
Right.
except for you.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, again, back on the blockchain, everything's anonymous. So yes, when you create that wallet and you do any transaction, yes, it's on the blockchain. But like I said, there's nothing necessarily that can identify you as a person because it's anonymous, right? You can only see the transactions. You can't see anybody's personal business, right? So it's
Okay.
super secure.
Gotcha.
When you if you are so let me just say this right here. There's also something called mining, right? And I've got a lot of questions about, well, what is mining and what does that have to do with crypto? So basically, that the transactions that happen on the blockchain have to be validated, and it gets validated by a lot of those different computers on the network all over the world and stuff. So you got people that are actually validating transactions to keep everything honest, correct?
Gotcha.
Um, and again, like I was saying, even if there was a flaw with one of the um, validators within a specific node, there was a flaw or something that happened, or somebody tried to hack it.
Right.
It doesn't matter because you would have to, like I said, you would have to change it on every single node across,
Okay.
that exists. So super safe, super secure.